In October in 2024, I sat in a crowded Melbourne town hall for a game showcase called Free Play Parallels, where a young developer showed off her team's debut title, a Y2K-drenched, in-your-face, momentum-driven shooter aptly titled Don't Stop Girly Pop, and I've been eagerly awaiting its release ever since, and that day is today. So, and I had a whole bit here where I was going to be walking on a treadmill while talking about the game, but no, absolutely not. Nope, I'm going to fall off, I just know it. That's clearly not going to happen, so instead, we're going to sit in my office that I definitely cleaned for this, don't look at the mess, and talk about Don't Stop Girly Pop. Oh, it's the montage song. The song goes over the montage because the other one got copyright struck, so I'm making a new one. Try and copyright me now. You can't. It's my licensed product, my voice, unless the AI comes and takes over. Oh, the world is good, and this game is about that. The world being so good, but also about guns. And oh, look at that. Oh, what a cool song. It's nearly the end, I promise. Look at this. Pew-pew. Oh, wow. As we've established, Don't Stop Girly Pop is a first-person arena movement shooter brought to us by Funny Fantan Softworks based out of Perth, Western Australia. So that's the what taken care of. Now for the who, the when, the where, and the why. It's the Y2K pastel pink and neon-drenched future. You are Imber, a hot pair of semi-translucent arms on a mission to stop the evil mining corporation Tigress Nyx from destroying the land of fairies and depleting it of the love, the magical essence that keeps the world alive. How will we do that? Well, with a lot of guns, a lot of running, and a lot of flair. From the bedazzled weaponry to our flip phone communicator to this little Tamagotchi dude that gets really intense with its affections.
Keep it going!
Don't Stop Girly Pop embraces the hyperpop and the over-the-top, which is made even more extreme under its one fundamental mechanic. The faster you move, the more damage you do, the more Imber will heal, but only if you don't stop Girly Pop moving. And I'm not talking little bunny hops here, I'm talking full in-your-face running, dashing, grappling, body slamming, putting your whole Imber Ussy into dealing as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible. I'm sorry I said Imber Ussy. All the while, you've got this sick soundtrack that you just lose yourself in. Sorry again for saying Ussy. What I'm saying is there are no half measures taken in Don't Stop Girly Pop, and you can tell how intense it is because I'm sweating just talking about it. I mean, your enemy indicator is a star. Love hearts pop up when shots land. Enemies explode in this shower of glitter and light. I'm sure there's a UI there somewhere, but I simply can't see it half the time, so who knows if I need to reload? That's not my problem. Some might say it's overwhelming, and they'd be right. It is, but in a really fun way. But in the tornado of action that is the standard Don't Stop Girly Pop mid to late game arena, there are some familiar chunks of debris to hold on to. If you play games like Doom or Ultra Kill, then you'll fit quite snugly back into the well-worn genre Don't Stop Girly Pop shares. Imber has a few weapons to alternate between, and the usual suspects make an appearance. Shotgun, assault rifle, a slightly more assaulting rifle, all with infinite rounds of kindness with which to do the killing. But in a delightfully on-brand twist, they also have ult abilities, like surrounding enemies in neon pink bubblegum or shooting disco laser balls. There's even a wand that lets you telekinetically throw objects, though that didn't get a whole lot of use in my playthrough when bullets and lasers were flying left and right, and, the option to go glittery balls to the wall presented itself. Because when I was in the zone, I was in the zone. By chaining your jumps and dashes with devastating ground pounds and striking enemies when they're vulnerable, Imber can reach higher speeds and you just feel unstoppable. Especially in those first couple of levels. There's a real magic to them that's quite hard to recapture once you start to get familiar with the routine. Enter room, take out bad guys, leave room, find keycard, do some platforming between levels, enter room, a repeat cycle. It's not a bad cycle by any means, though I do think some of the traversal sections felt quite clunky, especially with the grappling. But given how intense battles can be, I was glad for those little breaks here and there. They're a good opportunity to take a breath, practice some of those linking movements outside of a firefight, and for me, slowly release the death grip I was developing on the mouse. Because, and this is the introspective part of the discussion, Don't Stop Girly Pop actually helped teach me something. And that was that a part of me wasn't taking it seriously. Here's the thing, is Don't Stop Girly Pop enjoyable to play? Yes, absolutely. Am I good at it? By the game's metrics? I was usually pulling in B or A rankings at the end of each level, which are based on, time completed, enemies killed, and time spent at maximum speed. So it's not bad, but I could do better, right? I mean, look at this footage. It's a mess. I'm all over the shop, hitting something maybe 70% of the time. If this technique had a name, it would be called the spray and pray. And that really bothered me for a while. I wanted to feel good at this game. I expected to be good at this game. Which is weird because I know I'm not a shooter person. So why did I expect this to be different? Because it's not all blood and patriotism? Because it's pink? Because it's feminine? I've seen a lot of people talking about the importance of a game like Don't Stop Girly Pop for opening up what is generally considered to be quite a male-focused genre to a wider audience, and I completely agree. So you can imagine it was a bit of a hard pill to swallow when I realized I'd also kind of fallen for the same gendered bias, the kind that usually gets my teeth grinding when people ask me things like, what's a good girl game? It's 2026, any of them, pick one. Also, how did you get in here? Get out of my house. I don't necessarily know if Don't Stop Girly Pop was setting out with the intention of proving such a point, but nonetheless, it landed and sparked some self-reflection within me, which I'm grateful for. It's not a perfect game, but there's no such thing. What it sets out to do, though, it does really well. In a genre full of blood, guts, and gunmetal grey, a splash of pink is a welcome change of pace that still keeps all the action, intensity, and wave-based mayhem one would expect. For a game drenched in nostalgic callbacks to tech and fashion of yesteryear, Don't Stop Girly Pop remains incredibly fresh feeling and modern, learning from the lessons of games similar to it and adopting their very best bits while still forging an identity of its own. It makes me want to go jailbreak an iPod Touch, or buy a bunch of those fun phone charms I can never get the hang of, or, as a treat, overthrow a megacorporation. Just girly things. I didn't write an ending for this, so that is the end of the video. I don't know if you'd call this a review or just sharing my thoughts, but either way, I had a really good time doing it, and I want to be doing more of that. For those who don't know, hi, I'm Gem, I'm G of D. I was doing videos like this for another channel, but I've since stopped doing that now. So I have all of these games to talk about and nowhere really to talk about them. So I kind of want to do it here. I don't know what it's going to look like in the future, whether it's going to be, essay style. I was writing a big one for Silent Hill F, but I think that's kind of been done to death by everybody, and I know who wants to hear me talk about how much I love that game. Anyway, it's really hot. I wasn't joking about that. It is so warm in this office, and I'm actually really glad that I didn't do the original bit to this, which was doing all of that on a walking treadmill. But as you can see, yeah, no, I would have fallen over immediately or sweated off this beautiful makeup. I don't know if you can see, I worked real hard on it and I wanted to jazz it up and then I would have sweated it all off. I'm not having that. I worked too hard on this. But yeah, that's me. I don't know what the future of this is going to look like. I just want to talk about the things that I really enjoy and hopefully get some love out there to the indie scene, especially the Australian indie game scene. And if I can help with my little channel here, then I'll do it because this is fun and I love having a yap. I'm going to end this here. All right, catches.